Hey, can you make me a mailbox that I can pull up when I mow so I don't have to weed eat around it? Hey guys, welcome back to Blue Collar DIY. That's the phone call I got the other day. And gentleman, uh, I guess back in the 70s when he bought this house, put in a mailbox with a post that he could just pull out of the ground and replace. And the whole purpose was that so he wouldn't have to weed it around. He just pulled it out, mowed over it. When he was done, he put the mailbox back. And the old one, as you can see here, had seen its better days, and he wanted something new. So this is what I came up with right here. So the first thing I did was to go over the postal uh, guidelines for installing a mailbox. And once I showed him, my reasons for what I was doing, he was fine with it. His old one was pretty close to the guidelines, but so what I did was he wanted to move on down the street a little bit from the curb. So we moved on down, and I came in 24 inches from the curb, and this was for the post itself, not the mailbox, but the post, and I dug a 6-inch square hole. Um, and then I dug it down to about 18 inches, and then I took my little sharpshooter shovel and I made the bottom wider than the top. And this really gives it really gives your post good footing. Now, once I got down probably 10, 12 inches, once I ran out of the topsoil, I got into sand. And so I knew it would drain good. I poured some water in to begin with, and it drained well. So I knew I had good drainage. If it had held water, I would have dug deeper and put some gravel in so that any rain that run down the pipe, the post, wouldn't just sit there. So this is going to drain good. So I've got it ready for concrete. Now the concrete I'm using here is Quickrete's fast setting uh, concrete. It's great for mailboxes or any other post you need to set up quick. I believe this hardens or it's hard enough to work in like 45 minutes, someplace in there, 30, 45 minutes. So, and I pour a little bit in at a time. I don't pour the whole bag in. This little 6-inch square hole with, the bottom belled out. It took the whole 50-pound bag. It just 50-pound bag. I had a little bit left, so it was just perfect for one bag. And I got about a 2-gallon bucket. I filled it full. I pour that concrete in around the PVC, and then I put a little bit of water in. And then I go back and get some more concrete. I don't want to pour the whole bag in at one time because it will take forever for the concrete to get wet enough to harden or that part down there. So I just continued to pour a little concrete. Usually there was enough water. It doesn't take a lot of water for this, as you can see. So just pour concrete in a little bit, work it with I had a pretty stout stick right there. I kept working it down. You also want to tap the pipe, and this helps settle the concrete, and it also helps get water down to the lower portion of the hole so that all the concrete can get wet and have a chance to set up. And you just keep adding the concrete. If you need to add a little bit of water, add a little bit of water. You just keep working it, and pretty soon, you'll see that the top's getting smooth. Now take your level and recheck the level again. Always make sure. And you'll want to do this during the drying process too, because sometimes as this concrete dries, it can pull your pipe one way or another, or your post or whatever you have in there. So you always want to keep that in mind. And so I continued to level and continued to tap. I even drove the pipe down just a little bit more, make sure it was slightly below the ground level, so that when he did pull it out, no chance at all of his blade hitting that. So uh, it was fairly quick, and then we're ready to get everything assembled and get ready. Once this sets up in 30-45 minutes, we're ready to get that post in there with the mailbox. Okay, now as I said earlier, I'm using the Coolidge black metal mailbox post. Comes in two pieces. Uh, it's about 2 inches. This just slid down inside that 2-inch PVC. So I mean, it looks like it was made for each other. The mailbox we're using today is a Gilbraltar gray metal mailbox. These are pretty inexpensive. He didn't want nothing fancy. He said this. You can see the old one lasted since the 70s, so I have no doubt this one will last just as long, if not longer, if he's still there. So the Gilbraltar mailbox was easy to assemble. Pretty cool, actually. No screws like the old ones. All these snap together, and these parts seem to be pretty stout. The Coolidge post, once I got it together, it comes in two pieces. And I got the short piece with the head on it mounted to the mailbox. It's simple, just four little screws. It comes with extension plates. If you have a larger mailbox, you can put a larger mailbox on it, and so that was pretty cool. As you can see here, this one piece that goes between these pipes is secured with a big Allen screw, which was pretty neat. And as you screw it in, this little C channel expands against the walls of the pipe and holds it in place. It's really quite a little genius setup they got there. I use my crescent as a little leverage to get a little bit more on the Allen wrench that's included. They include the Allen wrench, which is cool. I can always use another Allen wrench when I'm done. So once I got everything assembled, it didn't take, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to get all that assembled and ready. It's pretty easy, straightforward. You can see the instructions. Okay, now we have the post all together. We have the mailbox on the post. We're ready to go and slide this thing in, see if it's how it's going to work. And the height was perfect. It slid right in, as you can see, and looked good, level and all that. So we're ready to pretty much wrap this project up. To keep this thing from turning side to side and keep somebody from coming along pulling it up, I put a set screw in the back of the PVC. I used a self-tapping screw, and I just screwed it through the PVC and into the pipe, and this really made the whole assembly really tight, and it worked beautifully. So we're at the end of this project.